You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today. Sit down. Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher,
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned yesterday. Were you able to call up the anger? If so, I want you to give me the solution to the problem. If not, we'll repeat last week's punishment. Inefficiency will not be tolerated. Practice at home, then complete a 3-page report on your emotional stability indices. Makar, I especially want to see yours. I'm concerned about your progress. Improve.
Yes, ma'am.
Session complete. You can go.
As you can see, the kids here are thriving. The Elex experiments seem to be going well.
You're giving kids Elex?
No, we're experimenting with not giving the kids any Elex, teaching them to think logically and precisely without it. Most albs never learn to handle emotion. Without Elex, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without Elex, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily Elex rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to Elex, emotionally strengthened albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
What makes you think this could work?
Because it worked in the past. With you. You were an alb and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going. We are about to enter the collector's sector. They're responsible for finding Elex and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of Elex, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here, it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the hybrid's day. Luckily, we're now out of the collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers' area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of Elex. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with Elex. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their Elex ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line. I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
It won't.
I expected nothing else from someone like you. I look forward to welcoming you back to the team soon. I'm going back to the gate now. May efficiency guide your actions.
Not bad. It's sort of surreal to be walking around here. Without my weapon drawn, I mean. I can't shake the feeling someone might shoot me in the back at any moment.
I did not anticipate your return. State your business immediately.
Circumstances force my hand.
Circumstances? The description seems inadequate. But if you're willing to assist us, I will tolerate it. You have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value of emotion and increased our efficiency. So I am neutral towards you personally, but I will have my agents watch you closely as long as you're here. If you break our rules, you will face sanction.
What's the situation here?
These new enemies are putting considerable pressure on us. Keeping them in check ties up resources and creates gaps in our organizational structure. Bridging those gaps will be your responsibility. Seek out Commander Arissa. She is at a breaking point and needs assistance. But expect no welcome from her. She still considers you a traitor. If your work for her is satisfactory, I will consider allowing you to rejoin us. You are getting a second chance. Very few do. Do not disappoint me.
What took you so long?
Yeah, I had trouble in the crater. The fucking outlaws.
Not interested. Did you do what I told you?
Yeah, of course. Got a little extra, too. Here.
Don't think that will buy you favor. You've tested my patience too long. Go to the silos immediately and take your ration. Your inefficiency is unacceptable. It stops now.
It'll be done.
You dare just show up? We won't tolerate filthy traitors here.
Alexander Azok sent me.
I don't give a shit. I remember what you did. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. You killed our people. If permitted, I would execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed to be done.
You think you had the right to decide that?
If you want to execute me, do it already. But what would be the point? You're all doing just fine as far as I can tell.
Hey, you're getting us into trouble here. Do something.
Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of Elex is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders is tying up valuable resources.
And you think that's my fault?
I know it is. Just so you know, I've been tasked to protect us all from harm. And you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Orisa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you think that is?
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents to pull the trigger.
And go against Azok? I don't think so. In any event, a quick death is too good for you.
You expect me to just disappear?
I'm giving you a choice. Sneak off like you did before, or find a way to fix the harm you caused. If it's the former, stop wasting my time and leave.
Where's my help needed?
First, someone has to want to let you help them. I doubt the list is long.
Skibor didn't turn down my help.
What do you mean? How do you know each other?
I accompanied him here at his express request.
If that's true, Skibor will confirm it. Damn it. What the hell was that? Let's go. Everybody follow me. What happened? Answer!
I don't know.
I want answers!
Skibor, he was the last one to...
To what?
He was here to get his Elex, and then there was this huge bang, and...
That does it. Make sure everyone gets back to work. I'll take it from here.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight answer, now. Is this your work? Did you come here to further attack us?
What? I was with you when it happened.
Don't treat me like a fool. You turn up out of the blue after years away, escorting one of our agents. Then the agent in one of our silos are blown up. Coincidence? Unlikely.
Give me a break. What would I stand to gain from all that?
More than Skibor. We can scrape him off the floor while you stand here and deny it all.
You have no proof, only prejudices.
If you're really not connected to this, it's in your own interest to give me answers. So get to it. Investigate everything. I want to find out exactly what happened. I have to report to Alexander Azok. I want your report in an hour. Go!
What the hell? There's nothing to see here.
But the Elex. What about our rations?
It's taken care of.
Who? And when?
Commander Orisa, and now stop with the questions. The agents will sort everything out. All you need to care about is work. Come on, let's go.
Just parts of the silo. Nothing suspicious. This metal doesn't look like it came from the silo. Strange. Sulfur. Definitely not part of the silo. Maybe used in a bomb. Chunks of flesh. Human. The explosion must have blown Skiboard to bits. Maybe the silo guards know more about it. Metal from the Elex silo. Just metal. Elex from the silo. Highly contaminated.
What do you want?
Can you tell me more about the explosion?
It was huge. It knocked me on my back.
What happened just before the silo went up?
The same thing I told Commander Orisa. Skibor wanted to pick up his Elex ration. And just a couple minutes after I let him pass, everything went boom.
Had he been acting suspicious?
No, and he wasn't carrying anything that could account for the size of that explosion. I would have noticed a device capable of causing this immediately.
Could someone have planted a bomb in the silo before?
Out of the question. The entire area is continuously monitored.
Someone or something must have caused the explosion.
I don't understand it either. There's no logical or plausible explanation. That's all I can tell you.
Who are you?
My name is Zell. I guard the silo against tampering.
You don't seem to be doing a very good job.
Are you questioning my effectiveness? Maybe you're right. This incident will have consequences. I'll ask for reinforcements to make sure it never happens again.
What else? What do you get up to when things aren't blowing up?
I make sure nobody steals Elex.
Thieves?
We've had a number of thefts. The hybrid and its ambitious plans are a thing of the past. Elex is in high demand. Albs stealing from each other. I never thought I'd see the day. Everyone gets their ration. I don't understand why some people aren't happy with it.
Some people never have enough.
Hopefully it'll just take a little time for everyone to get used to their rations.
Can I get a ration of Elex here too?
Not from me. I'm only authorized to let people go to the silos if they already have a permit. Public distribution of Elex is handled in the soldiers sector, just below the silos. Go talk to Commander Knox. He'll tell you whether you're entitled to any or not.
I don't think I'll find out anything else. I should let Arissa know.
Do you have the information I asked for?
I can't tell you exactly what happened at the silo, but everything points to a bomb attack.
You don't say. And next, you're gonna tell me Skibor was the perp.
That is a possibility, yeah. I also discovered metal near his remains that wasn't from the silo.
Strange metal. That certainly suggests there might be something to your bomb theory. But I need more solid evidence. Alexander Azok wants facts. You will provide them.
Does this mean you finally trust me?
Yes, of course. Why should I doubt your abilities?
Because you've done it before.
Irrelevant. Possible emotional fluctuations of my personality are not the subject of the investigation. Now that's been settled, you should finish what you started.
Good. Where do we go from here?
The evidence from the silo has not delivered sufficient results. We need a new reference point.
What about Skibor's past? Maybe we'll find some answers there.
Maybe we won't. Our agents enjoy certain privileges. Questioning them would mean certain consequences.
I don't give a damn about privileges. If I'm doing this, it's gonna be on my terms.
Very well. Time is short. I'm prepared to make an exception. You are hereby given permission to inspect his accommodation before we lose another silo.
Where were Skibor's quarters?
The agent's sector, obviously.
What are you doing here? You're interrupting an ongoing investigation.
You got a name?
Zarek. And now that that's settled, you can leave.
If anyone has to go, it's you. I'm here at Arissa's request.
Arissa? That changes things. We're on the same team then. I guess we'll both be searching for whoever's behind the destruction of the silo.
Arissa never mentioned you.
That makes sense. Alexander Azok gave me the assignment. He wants to step up the investigation so he and Commander Arissa are working in parallel to solve this one quickly. But I'm about at the limit of what I can do alone. How about we cooperate?
All right, we'll work together.
Excellent. I've already gathered some information.
And what have you found out so far?
So far, I've found no indication of Skibor's involvement. This accommodation is not significantly different from the others. Same furniture, same equipment. With one exception, the safe. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to open it yet.
This should be a cinch for you. It wouldn't be the first time you've done it.
Maybe you want to give it a try for a change.
My skills lie elsewhere.
I levered off a locking mechanism designed to prevent intruders from entering a code. Trouble is, I don't know the damn code.
What's so unusual about the safe?
The lock. Securing your safe with a code is nothing special. Most people do that. But installing a lock to prevent input of the code is unusual.
There's gotta be a clue to the code somewhere.
Not so far, but a fresh pair of eyes couldn't hurt. We're not leaving till that goddamn thing's open. Let me know if you find anything.
Well, yeah. I don't have to like it.
Not now.
$10.32, $13.57, $19.48, $23.
Not now. I found an audio log that might give us a clue.
Respect. I must have missed that. But what makes you think it contains the code?
Because it involves a random series of numbers.
What were those numbers?
10, 32, 13, 57, 19, 48, 23. But I've got a feeling that the message is incomplete.
Not random. These are times. And I know what numbers are missing.
How the hell could you?
These are the exact times Skibor received his Elex rations. It was my job to calculate them for him. The missing number is 14, and I'm pretty sure that if the other three numbers don't do the trick, the last one will open the door. Check it out, then we'll know if I was right.
I'm in. Let's see what Zarek thinks. Skibor's safe is open.
So, what was in it?
Cleric clothing. Does that mean anything to you?
No. It raises a lot more questions. But I want to take a closer look. There must be some kind of clue in there.
Here, knock yourself out.
Interesting.
Huh? What have you found?
Traces of Elex, and there shouldn't be any. Skibor's rations were specially packed, and he consumed them with the seal intact.
Really? Why?
It was necessary to maintain the change he was going through. You accompanied Skibor to the depot, right?
Yeah, so what?
Did you get a chance to look at his stuff on the way over? Did he take any Elex with him? Elex that wasn't sealed?
Yeah, before I went into the depot, he gave me some.
Weird. This whole thing is becoming increasingly complicated. In any case, we should report our find. Arissa's bound to be tearing her hair out already. I got this one. Follow me.
Good.
Commander Arissa, the investigations at Skibor's quarters have been completed.
Then go run to Azok or get the hell out of my way. It's not you I want a report from.
I think it's imperative that I present the results.
That's gonna have to wait. I need to talk with the man next to you. Why are you working with one of Azok's scouts? You weren't instructed to do that.
Zarek was in Skibor's quarters before me.
That is a lie. I arrived just in time to stop him from destroying important evidence.
Are you sure that's what I was about to do?
His reaction speaks for itself. The best thing would be to remove him from the depot.
Oh yeah, you'd really like that, wouldn't you?
Quiet! What evidence are you talking about?
I found a cleric's uniform in Skibor's safe. I also found out he was dealing Elex illegally. His supplier is standing in front of you, by the way. The situation is clear. Skibor was a double agent and Jax was his accomplice.
The situation is I'm about to kick your ass.
Enough! I'm interested in facts, not allegations. Go to Azok immediately and await further orders.
But...
Dismissed!
Yes, Commander.
I expect you to carry out my orders to the letter this time. No more complications.
Zarek's trying to set me up. You see that, right?
I'm not interested in your petty shit. You don't understand what's at stake, do you? You know what happens if the depot falls? If these endless attacks break our morale? We're barely holding against the invaders as it is. Without our resistance, it's not just Ignodon that will fall. Everything will. The security of this base guarantees everyone's safety, including yours.
I did what you wanted. What else do you want?
I want you to stay on the case. Zarek's approach is flawed. He's unfocused and jumps to the wrong conclusions. The purpose of the attack, who's behind it, we need to know exactly what happened. Whether or not Skibor was in possession of illegal Elex is insignificant compared to our larger problems.
If people keep putting obstacles in my way, we're gonna get nowhere.
You will manage. You managed to find a lead before. With that in mind, I'm ordering that your cooperation be continued. You'll use your vast experience and go to the clerics under Zarek's command. If Skibor really was a double agent, we'll find some evidence of that at their base.
Understood. I'll find out if the clerics are involved.
Together. Zarek will be keeping an eye on you, you keep an eye on him. Guard! As long as Jax remains in the depot, you will not leave his side. He is to set off immediately with Zarek for the clerics.
Yes, Commander.
I don't need a fucking babysitter.
And I don't need any more complications. Get out of here. Go and talk to Zarek.
You heard the Commander. Let's go.
I see.
Well, that was pretty bad.
You heard the Commander.
I see.
Well, that was pretty bad.
I'm looking for Zarek.
Yes, he told me what happened. They say you have been of little assistance. What exactly do you want from him?
I'm going to go with him to the clerics. They may be connected to the attack on the silo.
I assume Commander Arissa ordered this. I'm releasing him for this purpose on that basis. Search the Collector's sector for him. He was going there to investigate something.
Go on, get out of here. Off to the Collectors with you.
I never intended to do otherwise.
Good. This order is to be carried out immediately. So get going.
Step forward and begin.
You're dawdling.
Oh,
You're not supposed to see.
Honestly, what was that? Well, that was pretty bad.
Go on.
I never intended.
I don't trust the agents.
Your mistrust is unfounded. They are the guardians of the directive.
So we meet again.
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a goddamn explanation.
And you're in my way. What are you doing here anyway?
Arissa ordered us to infiltrate the clerics.
Has she lost her fucking mind?
I don't like it any more than you do.
Ugh. Having to stand by a traitor and a murderer.
You don't like it? Take it up with Arissa. I've had enough of your shit anyway.
You know as well as I do that it's more than your life's worth to defy her orders. Did she say anything else?
She said I was in command.
Wrong. You must submit to Zarek's command.
I see. You question my integrity, then lie yourself? That makes us about even, I'd say. Get your gear in shape before we leave. I won't be sharing ammo with you on the way. Once you've got everything, meet me at the south exit.
My work is done. Our safety depends on your success, remember that.
Does this mean I'm finally rid of you?
It means you're supposed to get stuck in. Go get your gear and get the hell out of here.
I don't trust the agents.
Your mistrust is unfounded. They are...
Yeah, that you're in command of the mission.
Nothing else would have made sense. Get your gear in shape before we leave. I won't be Once you've got it...
My work...
A human? Why are you here? How did you get here? How was it allowed?
What did you call me? I had a higher rank in the Alps than you'll ever have.
Ah, yes. I recognize your features. Are you the traitor?
To some. Not without reason, either.
It's really you. Very interesting. Your overthrowing of the hybrid totally changed how we process emotion. I'm probably one of the very few here who don't hate you for that. All my work is based on what you achieved.
What are you working on?
As the only teacher, I am responsible for supervising our young. I have been since we started letting them grow up without Elex as an experiment. Are you interested in the emotional development of our younger generation?
Yeah, what exactly is involved?
The integration of Elex into an organism causes neurochemical processes inhibiting emotion. Exactly how this happens remains unclear. Here with the children, we're trying to create the effect of Elex consumption without the introduction of Elex itself, through mental exercises alone. This is my primary goal, developing the emotional strength of our young.
Would you be willing to teach me too?
I think it would be unwise to have you amongst my students, but I see no reason I could not give you a private lesson. There's just one condition. Your thirst for knowledge must remain strong.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent. We can begin as soon as you are ready.
Teach me something.
Very well. Let's begin.
Tell me more about your teaching.
What do you want to know?
What do the children do in their free time?
They have emotions like everyone, so I imagine they do the same as other children. Learning and preparing for the next lesson.
How old are the children when they first receive Elex?
We do not yet know. This experiment is the first of its kind. Emotional development is not something that can simply be planned.
Do the kids learn anything else here besides emotion control?
Of course. A large part of the program consists of training in biotechnical sciences. The fusion of living beings and machines. Our mutants being a good example of an application of this science.
Are you still able to control the mutants?
That is a good question. There is report data of Elexiters that can still control mutants, but it is unconfirmed. What is confirmed is how regularly our patrols are attacked by them. That being the case, I am short of objects for my students to examine.
You need mutants for your classes?
Yes? That gives me an idea. Mars says you're a good soldier. I'd like to hire you as a supplier.
You want me to work for you?
That's right. You could supply me with mutant parts. Of course, I would provide you with motivation in the form of payment. So, what do you think?
I'll get you mutants for your class.
Good. Let's start with something easy. I set some bait with my students last week to attract rote mulches.
Rote mulches? Those disgusting rat-like mutants?
Yes, that's an accurate description. The class and I treated the bait with a contrast medium that makes the creature's entrails glow. Now we collect them so I can demonstrate how the inner organs of the mutants are laid out. Any questions?
Honestly, what was that all about?
This storeroom is property of the Albs of Ignadon. Entry is strictly forbidden to anyone without proper authorization.
You don't take any prisoners, huh?
When it comes to preserving my people, there is only one directive. And you clearly violated it.
Oh, well, how can I complain when faced with such a valid reason?
All right, let's just relax. What are you doing here?
I'm Naira. I'm in charge of our batteries.
So you're like, what, security?
Security? No, that's not exactly what I'm doing here.
Hang on a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes, you do. We met in the domed city in Abessa. I was the only good technician in that cleric settlement. Remember? I was a separatist. It was a long time ago. The rules are different now.
Yeah, I noticed. How'd you get here?
I lost my home back when I was a separatist. I didn't know what to do. I ended up in the domed city, working as a technician for the clerics. I was doing that when we met. I survived. I even made good money. But it was a life of compromise. I often did things that went against my convictions. Those days are gone.
You're pretty impulsive for someone raised by the Albs.
I am a true Alb again now. There are consequences to that.
And anybody who doesn't do things how you like them gets hit in the head a few times.
You know better than anyone what Elex withdrawal can do. The fight against extreme emotion can be incredibly hard on us.
Fine. I accept your apology.
There has to be a life without Elex. It's the only way we can get our senses under control. That's why I try to stop our Elex as often as I can.
As long as I'm not around when you do. You seem to know me well.
Well, you were a major figure in the court at the Ice Palace. It was a long time ago. But you were under the direct authority of the hybrid, weren't you?
Pretty dark chapter in my career.
Nonetheless, I still didn't recognize you back then in the domed city. Yet more proof that Blue Elex clouds our senses without us knowing it.
There's a new group in Caracas. It calls itself the Sixth Power. Its members have gathered in the old bastion to fight off the invaders.
Why are you telling me this?
You'd be a suitable candidate to join. If you can control your mood swings.
And how do you know I don't sympathize with these alien invaders?
I don't think you'd give up control of your existence entirely. Your expertise and fighting skill would be valuable to the Sixth Power. And to me.
You could be right. I have to admit, your offer has some appeal. I wouldn't be entirely against it. However...
What are your duties here at the depot?
In essence, I am committed to the preservation of our community. My role is evaluation of the secret strategic plans of the other factions. This information would give us an incredible advantage.
Who exactly do you mean when you say us? People in general or just the Albs?
Does it matter?
What happens when there's a conflict between the two?
That's irrelevant. Don't tell me that the Sixth Power wouldn't benefit immensely. If a conflict did arise, the situation would need to be reassessed.
Huh. Well, you've obviously thought this through.
No, but I'll have to do so if it actually comes to that.
However, you must admit there is a risk that our agreement may not last long.
That's always a danger, no matter what the current arrangement is.
Sounds exciting.
It sounds exciting? Wouldn't it make more sense to wait until you know whether it leads to such an emotion?
Oh, not entirely against it. The hell does that mean?
You were once an idol to us all. You were the most effective commander the Albs ever had. But that was long ago. You and the Free People have fought a war against us.
I was acting on my own account, that's true. But it wasn't as if I had a choice. The hybrid would have thrown the Albs to their doom.
Relying on the promises of the hybrid was a big mistake. But if everything had gone according to plan and the directive,
then sooner or later the hybrid would have put all of Magellan's creatures into the converters to snatch the Elex from them. As a separatist, you fought for the old values of the Albs and against the hybrid. So you should know better, Naira. No one could have survived that, not even the Albs. The Free People and I had to intervene to stop the worst from happening.
Strange hearing that from your mouth, but who knows? Maybe you're right, maybe not. I'm not sure it matters. Like I said, those days are long gone.
How exactly is this gonna work? Obtaining the secret, strategic plans of other factions.
Why are you so interested?
Well, while you're rotting here in your camp, you really won't be able to get a hold of anything. You're gonna have to leave the depot. And once you're outside, you'll need help if you want to get anywhere.
I see. And you're the one that's going to help?
Why not? I help you, and you become my comrade in arms.
I would need to think about that first.
I don't have much time. Answer me now.
I'll think about it.
Fine. I don't want to rush you, but...
You assure me that you'll ask nothing of me that could harm my people?
I can't promise you that. We're in a war for the survival of mankind.
A general but honest answer. I understand. All right. I'll take my chances. Listen to what I'm planning. We've noticed a few outlaws watching the depot. They're almost certainly gathering intel on our HQ and making strategic attack plans. I want those plans. I need to find out what the outlaws know so I can protect our people from them. If you want to keep your word and support me, then this is your opportunity.
You can count on me. Show me the outlaws you want to steal from.
Very determined, as always. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. See? There they are. Been turning up here for a while now.
It's just a scout patrol.
Maybe. But I don't like being spied on. They've hidden their strategic plans somewhere in a small repository. We'll search the repository and capture their plans.
What if they catch us doing it?
They're outlaws. No one will miss them.
Or we could just steal the plans out from under them.
And so avoid any open conflict? Excellent. As you wish. I leave it up to you.
My head. Damn infection. The worst thing about this disease is the feeling like I'm losing control.
Don't want trouble? Then quit sneaking around.
On the other hand, you could just stand here and do nothing. I'll take care of it.
Then give me the order. The result is the only thing that matters.
So... better get out of here before they capture me. I got the outlaws' plans.
Excellent work. Give them to me. Well, thank you. I'll check them out later. This has probably helped us to thwart an imminent attack on our depot.
I see that pleases you.
Is that so? Well, we can be very pleased. Even the smallest battles sometimes have a devastating effect on the overall picture.
Okay, so now what?
I have to think about it. I'll stay by your side while I do. And... thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it.
It's almost over! Get over here!
No, wait.
Didn't you say it could be done without open conflict?
It doesn't matter.
You should go back. To our community, I mean.
Think that's a good idea?
It doesn't matter what I think. But I can't deny that we would achieve our goals faster with you than without you.